Hey guys, Greg here. It is once a year World Piano Day. That is, guess what? The 88th day of the year. Go figure. And it's different depending on what year it is because we got that leap year. So it's on March 29th this year and most years. So it's a day just to celebrate piano players and think about and listen to piano players. I was actually on Clubhouse for a few hours today listening to a World Piano Day room. It was mostly classical people, but they brought on children who were playing the piano, and different piano players talked about their career and what playing the piano means to them. Piano is just a different instrument. It's such an important instrument, hard to explain. I don't really play piano. Okay, start off with oh, by the way, the theme of this video is unsung heroes of the piano world. Piano players that maybe you're not that familiar with, that not everybody has heard of. Everybody digs Bill Evans, but today I'm going to show a whole bunch of piano players, just records that are strewn about my house and this room, and ones that I think might be worth discussing. Orlafsen Vikinger, I've talked about him many times. New young player from Iceland, early 30s. This record was huge when it came onto the scene a couple years ago. All piano music from Johann Sebastian Bach, but he's done stuff on Philip Glass, Bach, Rameau, maybe others. Okay, I'm going to run through a bunch of piano players. Chick Corea, I finally got this record right after Chick Corea died, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Improvisations on ECM Records. Move on. Let's go fast because there's a lot of records here. I'm trying to say something witty about each one, but often I have nothing witty to say. Andrew Hill, this is a re-release. He did at least one tone poet on Blue Note that got a lot of attention. This is an old promo my dad has had in his collection for like 30 years, sealed, unopened. His friend at Capitol Records, what do you call it, promo guy, used to give him promos all the time. Andrew Hill, very interesting, sort of complex piano player. Billy Higgins on drums here. Oh, that's cool. Charles Toliver, interesting record. I just unsealed it recently, and I got it out of my dad's house months before it burned down, and he lost every record, every stereo, every speaker, everything. Ahmad Jamal. Most people know Ahmad Jamal, I think. I think is still alive and has released a couple records recently. He's known for a kind of a sparse, understated style, and this is on Epic Records, the Ahmad Jamal Trio. What year? We don't have time to read that because I can't see anything in this light. Just got this at the Goodwill recently. Arthur Rubinstein. I think somebody gave up like a whole collection of Arthur Rubinstein. There's a ton of stuff. I grabbed one or two. Schubert Piano Sonata. Very nice. Great black and white photo there. On, what is that, CBS? It says RCA, so it must be on RCA. Moving right along. Monty Alexander. Spoke about his release from last year when I interviewed Zev Feldman, who produced a great record from Monty Alexander. This is a different record on Pablo Records, and it looks like it is not quite a trio. And Monty Alexander, I think he is a self-taught musician who doesn't read music but has great style. Again, these are the piano players that not everybody knows that well. George Shearing. There's George. George was a blind piano player and what I would call cocktail jazz. This is great for relaxing cocktail party type stuff. But actually it's got some cool songs in here. Jordu, Confirmation, Charlie Parker tune, Joy Spring. Great cover, by the way, George. Looks like those people are having fun or about to have fun. Or maybe they just had fun. Live at a club here in LA, Hollywood. And do you know George Shearing wrote one very famous song, Lullaby of Birdland? that Ella Fitzgerald famously recorded. In the same pile of free records that I got this one in from an elderly person getting rid of their records, I also got this one. And this kills a lot of birds with one stone because it's great jazz piano players. RCA Camden, which is kind of a budget label. Every piano player of the day is on here. Oscar Peterson. Meadlux Lewis was one of the first people to record on Blue Note back in the days when it was on 78 RPM. They were around 10 years before LPs even came out. Fats Waller, Art Tatum, Errol Garner, Duke Ellington, Mary Lou Williams. I just learned about Mary Lou Williams from watching Davis Winchester. He talked about her a few times. One of the few female jazz piano players. There's a few out there. Okay, everybody knows this record except those of you who don't. Ramsey Lewis. Very kind of commercial cocktail jazz. He always does like Beatles songs and popular songs. Satin Doll, Hang On Sloopy, Hard Day's a Night. He's famous for that I'm In With the In crowd record. This record you can find it at the Goodwill any day of the week. And it's not a bad record. Oh, speaking of Errol Gardner, here's another one from Errol Gardner. More famous for composing the tune Misty, Look at Me. But this is a tribute to A Night at the Movies, all movie soundtrack type tunes. Do I recognize any of these? It's Only a Paper Moon, How Deep is the Ocean? Let's see, this is on MGM. Oh, that's a better picture. Picture on the back is better than the picture on the front. It's in color. And contains a 4-page illustrated booklet. Did I get a 4-page illustrated booklet? Oh, I did. I didn't know it was included. That's cool. I'll have to read that instead of a sleeve. I thought this was the sleeve. I have not played this yet. This is in that pile of freebie records I got. Okay, why is he here? He doesn't belong here. Giant hair. He does not belong here. Dave Frishberg. Still alive in his 90s. Great piano player. Kind of the last of the Tin Pan Alley style. Very clever lyrics. Singer, songwriter, piano player. You guys know him best actually from Schoolhouse Rock, the olden days. He composed or sang some of those tunes. This one has My Attorney Burning, which is his funniest tune. He's sung a lot of tunes about baseball. Check him out. Not enough people know about Dave Frishberg. Oh, how did we get 2 Errol Garners in here? What's on here? I don't know. Columbia. Do we have enough eyes? Do we have 6 eyes, 3 eyes, 2 eyes? We got the 6 eyes. Rocking the 6 eyes. You can get this at the thrift store any day of the week also. Autumn Leaves, April in Paris. Again, maybe cocktail jazz. Okay. Some serious classical music. Claudio Arrau. That is not a picture of Claudio Arrau doing Schumann tunes here. Recent Goodwill purchase on Philips label. Very good quality vinyl. A lot of German stuff on here I can't pronounce. So interesting cover for Philips though. Looks like Windham Hill. Okay, keep going. Back to some jazz. Don Grolnick. Don Grolnick. No, it's not Richard Nixon. It's Don Grolnick. Kind of a session player from the 80s and 90s, I would say. This is a record featuring Michael Brecker. And he appears on a lot of those sort of fusion-y records. Steps Ahead, Michael Brecker. Did some stuff with John Scofield. Oh, look who plays on here. Hiram Bullock, old barefooted guitar player from the David Letterman show. Will Lee, also from David Letterman. Marcus Miller. This is on the Hip Pocket, which is a Windham Hill subsidiary. I like this record and it didn't get enough attention. And Don Grolnick died, I think, of a rare cancer, as did Michael Brecker. Oh, Peter Erskine from Weather Report is on there too. Okay. Who loves the life they live? I love the life I live, and I live the life I love. That's Mose Allison, who just died. Singer, songwriter, piano player, Southern gentleman, clever songwriter, very bluesy. And that's probably one of his more famous tunes, I love the life I live. And this looks to be an original on Columbia. And he's just sitting in a chair in the forest, you know, got nothing better to do. Grab a chair, take it out to the forest. Okay. I just had to show this guy. Okay. Rick Wakeman from Yes. The Six Wives progressive concept album. But if you want to talk about piano players, okay. Rick Wakeman, he plays himself some keyboards. And that's a goofy progressive album. Not that progressive is goofy, that one just happens to be goofy. And one of the greatest piano players of the century, of course, Glenn Gould, more famous for his work with Bach, playing Bach. This is Ludwig himself, Glenn Gould, tortured artist, idiosyncratic, enfant terrible. Is that a word? Who did I miss? There's piles and piles of records in this room. Oh, here's the one I missed. Oh, I knew it. Saving the best for last. The successor to people like Keith Jarrett and Chick Corea, and one of the hottest talents on the scene today, Brad Mildau. You guys, we just don't talk about him on the vinyl community much at all. Brad Mildau Trio, and Blues and Ballads. My Valentine, not My Funny Valentine. That's a Paul McCartney tune? Do I know that tune? Anyway, this is on None Such. And Brad Mildau, very prolific jazz piano player, classically trained. Does a lot of great collaborations, has a trio that's made zillions of records. I've seen him twice live. Anyway, guys, that is a short 12-minute celebration of World Piano Player Day. So hats off to the piano players. And what else can I say? Thanks for watching. Keep the record spinning. Don't forget to subscribe to me. I got to throw in some plugs. Before you hit the stop button, I'm Vinyl Rundown on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. I haven't posted much. And I'm also on Clubhouse. You guys need to check out Clubhouse. Hit me up for an invite if you have an iPhone. And a lot of really interesting music conversations. Not that much about jazz. A lot of record industry geeks, a lot of classical people, a lot of independent artist talk, and a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with music. But thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. If you have a vinyl channel and I'm not subscribed to you, reach out to me so I can find your channel. And happy World Piano Day. Talk to you guys soon.